KCNG Charlotte stations, the Friday Night Fun Net will be getting underway in exactly 5 minutes at 8 o'clock. I have not heard if Kerry, K9MAP, is going to live stream or record the net tonight. So, again, the Friday Night Fun Net will be called in exactly 5 minutes at 8 o'clock. This is KCNG Charlotte. We stand by for the net. Good evening, everybody. It's 8 o'clock. And welcome to the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9XT Repeater in Rockford. My name is Jim. My call is K9GCR. I'm located here in Freeport, and I'll be your host this evening. The purpose of having this net is what its name implies, to have fun. This is what this hobby of amateur radio is all about, in addition to providing emergency communications if what the situation warrants. A secondary purpose of this net is to provide an honor and being placed on all amateur radio operators. Everybody's welcome to check in. You do not have to be a member of any club, organization, group, or association to participate in this net. All you need is a valid FCC license. This net meets each every Friday evening at 8 p.m. This repeater is a PL 114.8 minus offset. You need to have that programmed into your radio in order to have access to the repeater. I do not know if Kerry, K9MAP is live streaming the net or not. Well, in any event, this is a Friday Night Fun Net with Jimmy Dorsey, K9GCR. It's live streamed on YouTube at youtube.com/Kerry Tatlow. You don't need to register for YouTube or Facebook to listen to this live stream. Just go to YouTube and then search for Kerry Tatlow live stream. Kerry, Kilo, Echo, Romeo, Yankee, Tatlow, Tango, Alpha, Tango, Lima, Oscar, Whiskey. You should find tonight's Fun Net live stream listed there. Click it and listen in. Again, like I said, I don't know if he's live streaming or recording the net or not. Well, we'll find out later on in the net. So, okay, let me reset. Alright, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to take, first we'll take short time our mobile stations. If you got something else, you got a family thing going on, or something else you want to watch on TV, if you're just passing through the area and would rather concentrate on your driving, we'll take your short time of mobile check-in, and if you have traffic, we'll do your traffic right away. After that, we'll take general check-ins from anywhere in northern Illinois or southern Wisconsin. We'll have our regular features, the Friday Night Fun at the Tech Corner. Are you having a problem with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of a radio do you want, an antenna you want to put up on your tower? What kind of a radio you want to buy? Base, mobile, all mode, APRS, FT8, DMR, GMRS. If you have any technical questions, please feel free to bring them to them before the net. We'll do our best to answer them for you. Then we'll have the Friday Night Fun Net contest / DX Corner. Did you make any HF contacts? I did make one several days ago. We would like to hear if you have any DX reports, please feel free to share them with us. Then we'll have our swamp net. You have any items about buy, sell, trade, or want related to hobbies of amateur radio or computers, we'll definitely do that. Okay, one moment, please. Okay, are you hungry for a pizza? That's what we're going to be talking about tonight on the net. What is your favorite ingredients you like to have on your pizza? Do you like to have bacon, mushroom, green peppers, pepperoni, or what pizza? What kind of pizza do you like? And what is your favorite pizza place you like to go to? Let's see, the Semino's, Pizza Hut, Maria's, or whatever. That's what we're going to be talking about tonight. Okay. With all the so-called formalities out of the way, let's get underway. Do we have any short time of mobile station? I'd like to check in this time. Please call now.
KC9QPL, Paul Losberg, short time 73, and I'm clear.
KC9QPL, Paul Losberg, Okay, Paul. Thanks for checking in, Southry. Have a good evening. Any more short time of motor you want to check? Please go on. One more time. Any more short time of motor stations would like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net. Please call KSNGCR. Okay, well, we do have two early check-ins. H9JD, Mike and Rockford called me on the Friday Night Fun Net hotline during I think it was the 5 o'clock hour. Then N9DLB, Dave here in Freeport that checked in, so those are my two early check-ins. I guess the KC9QPL Paul will be my one and only short time station night. So let's go to a general check-ins. Do we have any general check-ins for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now.
D9YBG, Dale.
K9YBG, Dale and Rockford. Okay, Dale, I've got you checked in. I'll get back to you a few minutes at the round table. Let's see see how many check-ins we get first. Thanks for checking in. Any more general check-ins for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Apparently there is no rah-rah meeting tonight. They'll be meeting next Friday night. So let's try one more time. Any general check-ins for Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now. Well, okay. K9YBG, Dale, we're talking about pizza. Is there any particular kind of pizza you like? What kind of ingredients you have on your pizza? And where do you usually go to pick up your pizza, or do you pick them up at the grocery store and heat them in your oven? What do you say?
Well, if I'm going to have a pizza, I'll just make it myself. And I like pork sausage on there, and green pepper and onion, and the regular spices you put on an Italian sauce. 89YBG, back to net.
Okay, sounds good. I had bacon, mushrooms, and green peppers. I always had bacon, mushrooms, and green peppers put on my pizza. My mother was never crazy about pizza. But I'll tell you what, many years ago when she was alive, one night, we tried it, she said, why don't we add bacon, mushrooms, and green peppers? So I think it was Pizza Hut or whatever, or Samino's, I forget who. They brought that pizza. Hey, she only ate one piece and she liked it. But she let me eat the rest of it. This is a true story. Like I said, she's not crazy. She was never crazy about pizza, but she was crazy about the pizza with bacon, mushrooms, and green peppers. Okay, one more time. Do we have any general check-ins for the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go on now. Oh, God, I pressed the wrong button there. Okay, well, let's go with the traffic portion. First of all, stand by hotline. That was KE9N Kurt. He and his wife are on the way down to Camp Lejeune, North Carolina. His son is in the Marine Corps. They're called from Indianapolis, Indiana. So they're on their way. So I'm gonna put them down as a hotline check-in. Hold on. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can at least get some check-ins here. 8 more stations wishing to check into Friday Night Fun Net. Please call now.
This is KE9CNS, Doug in Rockford.
KE9CNS, good evening, Doug. Thank you for checking in. First of all, I apologize. I didn't see you at the weather spiral class in Monroe this Tuesday. But thank you for coming, and thanks to Jim K9GOL. That was a pleasant surprise. I never figured I would see you two, but I think that was wonderful. You two attended.
Oh, no need to apologize, Jimmy. There was a lot of people there. It was a good turnout. I was very, very impressed. Those two young men, great speakers, very interesting, and I just wish more could have attended. KE9CNS, back to net control.
Oh, well, hey, what are you going to do? Yeah, it's a work day, and people, I wonder how much of a turnout they had at Brooklyn, Wisconsin that same day. So, okay, well, that's the way it goes. I'm glad I haven't got to go to a weather spiral class at all this year, since there was none here in Freeport, due to the fact they didn't want to take any chances in spreading the measles, and I did not go to the weather seminar in Rockford, so I'm glad they got to turn out. I'm glad I got to go. Okay. As long as I got you, Doug, what is your favorite toppings you like to have on a pizza, and where do you usually go for your pizza, or do you bring it home from the grocery store and cook it in the oven?
Well, I'm pretty fortunate because I'm able to go to Nunzio's in Rockford, which is very good. Capri, which is now on Riverside. Nunzio's, which is out on Riverside now. They have a second location there. There's Sam's Pizza, which is very good also. And I'm sure I'm forgetting a couple more. So I'm very fortunate, and I like everything but anchovies. KE9CNS, back to net control.
Hey, I'm glad that you mentioned the local mom and pop operations in Rockford. That's definitely no. You can't be as those local mom and pop operations establishments there. That's for sure. The national chains are all right, but there's none like the old local mom and pop places. That's for sure. Java anchovies. Back when I was a little kid there, I think it was about 9 years old. We went to a New Year's Eve party at a friend's house. They served pizza with anchovy. My mother ate that pizza. I'm not kidding you, folks. She got sicker than a dog. So we ended up having to stay all overnight at their place. That's a true story, folks. Okay, Doug. Hey, thank you for checking in. Do we have any more stations who want to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
KC9ICH, Robert in Rockford.
KC9ICH, good evening, Robert. Long time no hear. What's going on with you? K9 or ICH, Robert, are you still there? I got you checked in. Okay, we'll move on then. Any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
KC9ICH, Robert in Rockford.
KC9ICH, good evening, Robert. I got you checked in. How do you copy me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Robert, maybe you, I don't know. Maybe you might want to turn your volume, but this is the second time I've acknowledged you. Come on back. You might have some technical difficulties. We'll try for you later. Any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go on out.
KC9ICH, Robert.
Okay, Robert, this is the third time I have acknowledged your check-in. I don't know what the problem is. Something wrong, but I'm hearing you. Go ahead.
Okay, thanks, Jim. I'll look into it. Thank you. Have a good time tonight. I won't be around for the rest of the net this short time. Thank you, KC9ICH.
Okay, Robert, thank you for checking in. Before I let you go, what kind of toppings do you like on your pizza, and where do you like to go for a pizza?
Well, I like sausage and pepperoni. And the best pizza in Rockford is at JoJo's Pizza on South Alpine, kind of across from the subway down there by the bypass 20.
Okay, sounds good. Robert, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. You have a good evening. We'll talk to you down the log. Thank you for checking in. Okay, do we have any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go on out.
KB9ZDD.
KB9ZDD. Good evening, Charlotte. I've got you checked in. What is your favorite pizza? What toppings do you like on your pizza, and where do you like to go for a pizza? Where does your dad take you?
Oh, well, all of a sudden, she's a little mic shy. That's KB9ZDD. If we pizza around here, generally we're going to run into Peck, and we're going to go to Semino's there in Peck. They're pretty good. My favorite is pepperoni. Charlie's a fan of pepperoni, although usually she goes for straight cheese.
Okay, sounds good. Hey, we'll do the trivia segment in a few minutes, or if she'd like to stick around. I didn't mean to make her mic shy.
Oh no, I'm sure it wasn't you. Anyway, yep, we'll see if she's still here when that comes up. KB9ZDD.
Okay, Mike. Hey, thank you for checking in. Any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please call now.
KE9COB.
KE9COB. Good evening, Mark. This is a pleasant surprise. I didn't think I'd be hearing from you, but that's good. We're talking about pizza. What is your favorite topping you like to have on pizza, and where do you usually go for pizza?
Well, I like just plain and simple cheese and sausage, and where I go is usually about the only time I ever have pizza is my sons are with me, and I just go wherever they want. I don't much care. Back to net control.
Okay, sounds good there, Mark. Thanks for checking in. I'm assuming your son is still with you, so I'm going to let you go, and thank you for checking in. We'll definitely talk to you down the log. Any more stations wish to check in, please call now. Okay, once again, I'd like to thank the Winnebago County Skywarn Group for the great job you did on the simulator, the exercise that we did last night. We had 12 check-ins, well, 12 stations participating, I should say, and the exercise is recorded. So I don't know where you want to hear it, but we definitely a great turnout, a great exercise. So hopefully the situation will never arise. We will have to activate, but it's good to know that we're ready should we have to activate. So okay, all right. One more time before I go into my traffic. Do we have any more stations you want to check in? Please go on.
89 MAP.
KD9 MAP. Good evening, Kerry.
In short time, sir.
Okay, hold on. I apologize. Kerry, I've got you checked in. Other station short time, come back.
Good evening, Jimmy. W9JTC Portable. Gonna check in short time, sir.
W9JTC. Okay, Jamie, I've got you checked in. Thanks for checking, and thank you for participating in the Skywarn drill last night.
Hey, no problem, Jimmy, and thank you for participating. W9JTC will be clearer.
Thanks, Jamie. Thank you for checking in. Have a good evening. KD9 MAP. Good evening, Kerry. What is your favorite pizza? What kind of stuff you like to have on your pizza? And where do you usually go in the Rockford area for a pizza?
This is KD9 MAP. Thanks, Jimmy. Good evening, everybody. With regard to pizza, my opinion is that you got to get the crust and the sauce correct first. If you mess up on the sauce or if you mess up on the crust, then it doesn't matter what you do after that. It's a failure. And then beyond that, I think simpler is better. You know, whatever you put too many different things on there. 3 presets. And if on the very, very rare occasion that I would go to a pizzeria these days, I would probably go to Sam's on Charles, because it's close to where I live, and it's reasonably priced. And shoot, I've gone there for like 40 years now. Jimmy, I have a pretty big DX report for you if you want it now, or if you want me to do it later, we can do it later. KD9 MAP.
Okay, sounds good. Well, we'll do it. I know you'll be here for the whole net. I know you're live streaming and recording, so we'll do it. We'll do it later. Thank you. Hey, and thank you very much for checking in.
Very good. KD9 MAP.
Okay, any more stations wishing to check in this time? Please go now.
M9BWM. Bruce and Rockford.
Kilo Charlie 9 Yankee India checking in.
Okay, I got two stations checked in. N9BWM, Bruce and Robert, I got you checked in. Get back to you in a minute. K9YI, Scott and Monroe, I've got you checked in. Thank you for checking in. I'll get back to both of you. Was there another station trying to check in? Please call now. Okay, N9BWM, Bruce, what's going on with you? We're talking about pizza. What is your favorite topping you like to put on a pizza, and where do you usually go for your pizza?
I like everything on my pizza. Cheese, sausage, pepperoni, green peppers, olives, mushrooms, the works. Put it all on there, I'll eat it. And we usually get our pizza from Lino's.
Okay, Lino's, nothing wrong with that. Okay, Bruce, you got a good signal tonight. Thank you for checking in. You have a good evening. I may get back to you for a second go around here in a few minutes. So thank you for checking in. Okay, KC9YI, Scott Monroe. What's happening with you?
Well, hi, Jim, and everybody on the net. KC9GCR, this is KC9YI. And just got back from having a good meal up there in Monticello, Wisconsin at the Pink Heifer with my cousins. And we had a real nice talk and visit and everything. So, and it was a nice ride home too. It really nice evening tonight. It's kind of going to be crisp, but nice. Not much wind and the sun. It's clear, and so that's what we've been up to.
This is KC9GCR with the Friday Night Fun on the W9AXT repeater Rockford, transmitting for Friday Night Fun on Central and Freeport. That's great. That's good. Glad you had a good time there. So tonight we're talking about pizza. I'm asking everybody, what is your favorite toppings you like to put on pizza, and where do you usually go for pizza?
Yeah, real good, Jim. Boy, there's quite a number of places to get pizza here in Monroe. Bullets has some good pizza, and so does the Swiss House. But sometimes we just like to go to Pizza Hut. And, well, I don't know, I guess I'm kind of partial to a lot of cheese and olives and mushrooms and tomatoes. Maybe a little ham on there, too. Oppendale has really good frozen pizzas there, not to mention all the good cheese that they have there. It'd be the place right across from Black Hawk Tech. So anyway, yeah, pizza is a good topic. KC9GCR, this is KC9YI.
Okay, son, it sounds good there, Scott. Yeah. Last time I did a similar net about pizza was several years ago. I had to look through my Friday Night Fun Net archives. I got the idea several years ago on the old Saturday Night Fun Net there on the 146-910 repeater. It's now called the What's Up Wisconsin Net. They did have a pizza net one time. They were asking everybody the same question, so that was good there. Hey, thanks for checking in, Scott, and it was good seeing you at the Weather Spotter class. Sorry I didn't get a chance to visit with you, but Mark kind of wanted to get going because it ran late, and he was expecting to see. He was figuring he'd arrive home late, but thank you for checking in, Scott. It was good seeing you there.
Yeah, it was nice seeing you guys there too, and yeah. So anyway, that was a good session. I thought it was very informative and well presented, and but they did get a little bit over on time what they said that it was going to be. But yeah, it happens sometime, I guess. This is KC9YI.
Thanks for checking in, Scott. Yeah, I might give you a call for a second go around if you're still with us. If not, we'll definitely catch you on the Green County Net this coming Sunday night. Okay. Thanks. Okay. Any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun Net this time? Please go now. Okay, well now I'm going to go ahead and do my traffic. Let's see. The weekly Friday morning breakfast meets every Friday morning from 7:30 a.m. until about 9 a.m. We order breakfast at 8 a.m. It's an informal gathering of ham folks. No affiliations are necessary. Good food and good company. Everyone is welcome to attend. It's held at the Spring Garden Family Restaurant, 4820 North 2nd Street, Loves Park, Illinois, 61111. Okay. The Greater Blaine Amps Radio Club or G-Bar meets monthly on the second Saturday of the month at 8 a.m. They'll be meeting a week from tomorrow. It's a Denny's restaurant, the Flying J truck stop, Illinois 75 and I-90-39. All are welcome to join the group for food and lots of hand talk. And the bi-monthly Saturday morning breakfast is put on by the Rock River Valley GMRS Breakfast Club. They meet on the first and third Saturdays of each month at 9 a.m. In fact, they'll be meeting tomorrow at Mr. C's Family Restaurant, 4309 West State Street, Rockford, Illinois 61102. And one moment, please. And don't forget the Decal Van Fest, sponsored by the Kishwaukee Amps Radio Club, Sunday, May 3rd, 2026, front at 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. They have a vendor tailgate set up Saturday at 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. and Sunday 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. via the back gate. It's $8 in advance, tickets and it's double stubs, and $10 admission at the gate. There'll be no large bills. Overnight camping on fairgrounds, $25 per night. Includes electric and sewer. They'll be on rain or shine in two large unheated buildings. 3 cash prizes, prize drawings every half hour. Free outside tailgating. There will be no VE testing session. So, okay. Food vendors will be from Ivy's. Fairgrounds and regulations prohibit vehicles in buildings. That's the, okay. Anybody who wants information, then I'll have to talk in frequency. KARC repeater 146.730, that's a PL 100.0 minus offset, or 146.520 simplex. Attendees use the main gate only. If you have any questions, contact Bob Ewers, W9ICU. He's the Hamfest chairman at area code 815-757-3219. Area code 815-757-3219. Or email Bob at W9ICU. .us. Okay. Any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please go now. Okay, I don't know. Let's see if anybody has a second go around. Let's have a second go around here. K9YBG, Dale, are you still with us? What else is happening with you?
Yeah, I'm still here. I've just been working on my truck. I got about 2 more days, and then I'll have that project done. And just kind of getting the garden ready. The farmer came over, put some manure in the garden yesterday. And I brought some plants in because I had them on the porch, and it's going to be kind of frosty tonight, so I just brought them in. And that's about it. KD9YBG, back to net control.
I'll tell you what, Dale, don't tell anybody I told you, but I don't think we're going to have spring this year. I think we're going to go right from winter to summer. Right from the furnace to the AC.
Like it?
I like it too, you bet. Okay, Dale, thanks for checking in. Well, I'm sure we'll probably hear you tomorrow night on the Saturday evening ride tune. Yeah, I'll be net control for that net tomorrow too. KE9CNS, Doug, anything else you'd like to bring before the net?
No, thank you, Jimmy. It's been kind of a long day for me. I've been doing a couple of things outside, so I think I'm going to probably call it a night. You hold the fort down, KE9, CNS, 73 to all, and I'll be clear.
Other easy, you Doug, and thank you for taking it. Oh yeah, I'll hold down the fort, all right. Don't worry about it. I won't be going to bed till the wee small hours of tomorrow morning. The radio's on. Thanks for taking it, Doug. Okay. K9ICH for short time. Mike, KB9ZDD. Anything else you want to bring before the net?
Nope, don't have anything exciting. Davis Fire Department's got a spaghetti dinner tomorrow, serving 4:30 to 7 that I'll be at. So if anybody's up our way and wants to come support the fire department, we'll be serving there. Other than that, I got nothing.
Okay, thanks for that information there, Mike. Yes, these volunteer fire departments they put on these luncheons, these breakfasts, these dinners and suppers and what have you. I heard on the news 65% of all the fire departments here in the U.S. are volunteer firefighters. Yes. By all means, people, if go out and support, go to these breakfasts or lunches or dinners or what have you, that your volunteer fire departments in your area do. All that money goes for the proper equipment and what have you. Keep it safe. Okay. We'll get back. We'll probably get back in a few minutes for trivia. KE9C. Oh, that's right. I'm going to let him go. He's probably visiting with his son. Kerry, K9MAP. Anything else you want to bring before the net?
This is KD9MAP. Well, this week the only two things I really accomplished, I got my laundry done. That was good. And boy, that's more expensive now than it was last time I did it, I'll tell you that. And I got a pretty good DX report for you, Jimmy, if you want to hear that. KD9MAP.
Okay, we'll get back to you for that in a few minutes. I got to do other stuff than that, but we'll get back to you. So okay, nobody's going anywhere. It's Friday night, so okay, sounds good. Thanks. We'll get back to you in a few minutes. W9JTC Jamie, short time. N9BWM Bruce, are you still with us? Anything else you want to bring before the net? Okay, Case 9YI, Scott Monroe, you still with us? Anything else you want to bring before the net?
Real good, Jim. KC9GCR, this is KC9YI. Well, we had kind of a busy week, of course, with that spotter training, and I had some other projects that I was working on, and today I mowed the yard after a morning of doing errands and stuff with the XYL, and so I don't know, busy doing nothing, I think. That's kind of how it goes here. Anyway, 73 to everybody on the net, and we'll turn it back to you. KC9GCR, this is KC9YI.
Okay, sounds good, Scott. Thanks for checking in. Hey, before I let you go, have you heard anything about the status of the repeater that was knocked out of commission?
Nope, haven't heard anything from Jerry. Not a good sign that we haven't heard anything. He must be, I don't know, getting parts or so. So anyway, that's the time of the year. Darn lightning. We got had problems last year too. I don't know. I guess we just don't live right here, and so much for lightning only striking once. You know, I mean, it never striking in the same place. It seems like we get a lot of that. KC9GCR. This is KC9YI.
Okay, Scott, sounds good. I'm sure we'll hear more information about the repeater on the Sunday on the Green County Areas region. That 73, Scott, will definitely talk to you Sunday night. KC9GCR, because thanks for checking the Friday Night Fun Day. Okay, that concludes my list. Are there any more stations I'd like to check the Friday Night Fun at this time? You're coming home with your Friday night fish fries, steak fried, grocery shopping, or a show. If you just turn the radio on, or if you've been copying the mail for the last 40 minutes, this is your chance to check the Friday Night Fun Net from everywhere in the region. Without traffic, please call Case on GCR. Okay, let's go to our regular features. We'll start off with the Friday Night Fun Net Tech Corner. What kind of an antenna do you want to put up on your tower? Are you having problems with your power supply or amplifier? What kind of a radio do you want to buy? Base, mobile, all mode, APRS, DMR, FT8, GMRS? If you have any technical questions, please feel free to bring them before the net. We'll do our best to answer them for you. Anybody have any technical questions? Please go ahead. Okay. No technical questions. If I can find my pen, yes. So we'll go ahead with the Friday Night Fun Net contest / DX corner. Did you make any DX contacts? I made one contact, but I'll tell you about that later. Let's see if anybody else has any. Does any station have any DX reports you'd like to pass along? Okay, go ahead, Kerry. What do you got for us?
Thanks, Jimmy. I've been off of HF for about 7 weeks. I finally got back on it this week, and it was a really good week, at least up until yesterday. I made 148 contacts, 17 countries, 2 of them brand new to me, 4 new confirmed grid squares, 5 new confirmed United States counties, and 2 photos, 3 presets. That brings my overall country total to 175 with 157 confirmed so far. My very first contact of the week was CLAGE on 15 meters. That's the Central African Republic. I turned on the radio and there he was. I worked him and he came back and I couldn't believe it. So that was the first new country, 2 presets. About a year and a half ago, I worked T32 TTT, which is East Kiribati, and then this week I worked T31 TTT on 40 meters, which is Central Kiribati, which is considered to be a separate country for radio purposes. So that's my second new country for this week. They're both central countries, notice. Brief reset. I also worked EVA ENU on 40 meters. He's my 19th Chinese contact so far, and he confirmed pretty quickly. I appreciate that. He's in Sichuan province, so he's right pretty much in the middle of the country there, very much inland. And then one more guy here. This is the 11th time that Dr. Schultz and Belize V31DL called me on 20 meters, brief reset. Every time he hears me online, he always gives me a call. This is the 11th time. I feel like I should fly down there and meet the guy. The big one that got away this week was EU2OY. His name is Chip. He lives in the capital city of Kerala State, which is the southern tip of India. And I will now attempt to pronounce the name of the city that he lives in. Stand by. Chip lives in Thiruvananthapuram. Thiruvananthapuram. And that's it for me. It was a good week. Thanks a lot, guys. 89 MAC.
It was I'll tell you what, it took a while, but it sure was worth the wait, Kerry. That was great for your first extra report in a few weeks. That is definitely great. Nothing wrong with that. Kiribati, a lot of people don't know that. That's the very first country west of the international of the international date line. Well, I'll tell you what. On New Year's Eve 1999, CNN had a special about New Year's Eve around the world. They showed all the New Year's Eve in all 24 or 25 time zones. The very first time zone they showed was Kiribati. That's where the day begins. That's where the year begins, or the month begins, or what have you. That they showed the Polynesian, the natives doing their native dances and what have you.
The guy says it's from Canyon Island, if that helps him. So I've got Central Kiribati, I got East Kiribati. I wonder if there's a West Kiribati. I'm going to have to look that up. Thanks again, Jimmy. 89 MAP.
You're welcome, Kerry. And this is K9G Charlie Friday Night Fun Day on the W9AXD repeating Rockford, transmitting from Friday Night Fun Day Central Air and Freeport. Are there any more stations who wish to check in at this time? Please call now. Okay, now we're going to go ahead with the swap net. All items in bulk sorted or traded must be related to objects of RAM traded or computers. All items in bulk sorted or traded must be the property of or possession of the person who wants to get rid of the stuff. You may mention the prices over the air, but any haggling should take place either in person or over the telephone. Also, no commercial business of any kind is allowed. Does any station have a swap net traffic you'd like to pass along at this time? Okay, once again, I'll repeat Richard, N9ZO, swap net traffic. He's anxious to get rid of this 1,000 feet of coax. I know that for a fact. But anyway, that's what he has for sale. 1,000 feet of coax. He is asking $1 for each foot. When you talk to him, ask him about having connectors put on those pieces of coax, so that way you got them. Now that coax is similar to Almar 400, but it is not Almar 400. If you're interested, give Richard a call at area code 815-547-8686. Area code 815-547-8686. If you're interested in any of that 1,000 feet of coax, Richard is just dying to give that away, so please give him a call if you want it. All right, one moment, please. Okay, any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun at this time, please call K-Sign GTR.
KB9 SSB, short time.
KB9SSV, good evening, Mike. You're a short time, but we're talking about pizza. I'm asking everybody what do you like on your pizza and where do you go for your pizza?
Oh, I go all different places. Probably my favorite one is Marciano's. Get a real nice thin crust. Get the sausage, mushroom, and onions. Even the edge of the crust tastes good. That's probably my favorite. KB9SSV, back to that.
Okay, Mike, sounds good. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Thanks for checking in. You have a good evening. We'll catch you tomorrow night on the Saturday Radio Net. Any more stations wish to check in, please call now. Okay, without any further ado, we're going to go ahead with Friday Night Fun Net Trivia. This is for the benefit of the new potential new ham radio operators who are studying for their first ham radio license. Those of you who are listening, if you hear the correct answers, hurry up and write them down, memorize them, and that way, by the way, the next VE testing session here in Freeport will be Saturday, June the 6th at 12:30 p.m. in the Freeport Public Library, second floor in the boardroom. Write them down, memorize them. Don't take them to the VE testing session or you'll end up in the doghouse. All right. First question, and once again, folks, I'm trying to avoid reading the same questions every week. I'm not reading that one. Okay. All right, one moment, please. Okay. First question, who may be the control operator of a station communicating through an amateur satellite or space station? A, only an amateur extra class operator. B, a general class or higher licensee with a satellite operator certification. C, only an amateur extra class operator who was also an AMSAT member. D, any amateur allowed to transmit on the satellite uplink frequency. Who may be the control operator of a station communicating through an amateur satellite or space station? A, only an amateur extra class operator. B, a general class or higher licensee with a satellite operator certification. C, only an amateur extra class operator who was also an AMSAT member. D, any amateur allowed to transmit on the satellite uplink frequency. Anybody have correct answer to this question?
D Delta, KB9ZDD.
You are correct. You are correct. Who may be the control operator of a station communicating through an amateur satellite or space station? The correct answer is D Delta. Any amateur allowed to transmit on the satellite uplink frequency. 97.301 was 97.207C. Satellite contacts, including contact with the amateur station on the International Space Station, can be made by any amateur license to transmit on the uplink frequency. Ham radio license manual page 6-23. All right, we'll find another one. Okay. All right. Which of the following could be the reason you are unable to access a repeater whose output you can hear? A, improper transceiver offset. B, you are using the wrong CTCSS tone. C, you are using the wrong DCS tone. D, all these choices are correct. Which of the following could be the reason you are unable to access a repeater whose output you can hear? A, improper transceiver offset. B, you are using the wrong CTCSS tone. C, you are using the wrong DCS code. D, all these choices are correct. Anybody have a correct answer to this question?
Can you repeat the question there, Jimmy? WI9HF.
Oh, good evening, Chad. W99HF. Okay. Which of the following could be the reason you are unable to access a repeater whose output you can hear? A, improper transceiver offset. B, you are using the wrong CTCSS tone. C, you are using the wrong DCS tone. D, all these choices are correct. Anybody have a correct answer to this question?
I'll give it D Delta to be 9HF.
You are correct, Chad. You are correct. Which of the following could be the reason you are unable to access a repeater whose output you can hear? A, improper transceiver offset. B, you are using the wrong CTCSS tone. C, you are using the wrong DCS tone. Well, the correct answer is D Delta. All these choices are correct. If you can hear a repeater signal and you're sure you are using the right offset but can't access the repeater, then you probably don't have your radio set up to use the right type or frequency of access tone. Ham radio license manual, page 6-12. Okay. Okay, Chad. Let me check you in the net. Tonight we're talking about pizza. I'm asking everybody what is your favorite, what kind of toppings you like to put on your pizza, and where do you usually like to go in Janesville for your pizza?
A good question, Jimmy. Well, let me say this about your question there. So the other option is if you can't access a repeater that you can hear, you know, if it's A, B, C, or D, which D is correct, the answer E could be that your transmitter is dead in your radio. Finals got blown up. Hi. Let's see. My favorite pizza, if I'm ordering from Pizza Hut, I guess I like pepperoni lovers because I like pepperoni. Pepperoni lovers and extra cheese with the pan style crust. But my favorite pizza in Janesville has got to be Jim's Pizza on Central Avenue. And for those in Rockford who love pizza, I can tell you what, they're open Wednesday through Sunday, 4 to 9, 4 to 10, something like that. But Jim's Pizza is absolutely worth the drive from Rockford, anywhere down that way. Jim's Pizza is worth the drive. So, definitely a good place to go. Now back to you.
Okay, nothing. I said this earlier during the net. The national chains, Pizza Hut, Domino's, and Little Caesars are all right. But and they're within a stone's throw in my location. But I don't care what anybody says. You just cannot beat the local mom and pop operations. That's all there is to it.
You bet, Jimmy. I agree. There's a Tony Maria's Pizza in Janesville. It's the same family, basically, but I think Jim's is better. Sam's Pizza on Milton Avenue, they used to be pretty good, but they're a little bit less quality than they used to be. They got good cheese yet, but I just don't think they're as good as Jim's. They don't put as much ingredients on it.
Oh yeah, I hear you. Definitely hear you there. So, okay. I'm checking my list here. I want to make sure. I don't know why I do this, but somehow I seem to forget your Erica's call, and I don't like to do that. I'll find it. Oh boy. Oh, I give up, Chad. Give me her call.
Okay, Jimmy. That's Kilo Echo Niner Delta Yankee November. Kilo Echo Niner Delta Yankee November. Copy?
Kilo Echo 9 Delta Yankee November. QSL, we got.
Okay, yeah, you'll get that eventually. So, anyway, yeah, that's she's probably not going to check in here, so.
I got her down anyway. Okay, Chad. Hey, thanks for checking in. And before we resume the trivia, and yes, that weather radio works beautifully. I got it sitting on top of one of my scanners there, right alongside the window. When I turn it on, especially if I have a window open, that Janesville station comes in beautiful.
Good. Glad to hear that. Has a good receiver on that too. So, I'm glad that works.
Okay, thank you. Now we'll have to listen at 12 noon this coming Wednesday to see if I can pick up what the total arm test. Like ours is at 11 o'clock, and on Wednesdays, and the yours is at noon. So we'll just see what happens. Thanks a million.
Yep, not a problem. And yeah, that's not going to go off all by itself. It's not going to activate the radio because I don't have that programmed in that one. So you're going to have to program that if you want it to go off on the test at noon on Wednesday. So I don't know if I have a book for it. If I do, I have no idea where it is. But I'll maybe research it online, see if I can find a manual. Maybe I'll print one out and mail it to you. But not a problem, Jimmy, anytime, WI9HF.
Thank you very much, Chad. I got several owner's manual for the other two weather radios I have here, but thank you. But yesterday I was able to program it, so like I said, we'll just wait and see what happens. Okay, Chad, thanks for checking in. Talk to you later. Okay, well, let's see if we have any more stations which are checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Please go on.
And for WGN, Bob over here in Freeport, Jimmy, about a mile west of you.
And for WGN, good evening, Bob. And my neighbor about a mile west of me. Good evening, Bob. What's going on with you?
Oh, not a lot, Jimmy. I haven't been on the radio much the last 2.5 weeks. We had a 6 puppy. We put him down 3 days ago. He was starting to suffer, and that was it. So he was too good of a boy to sit back and be suffering away. So we put him down. Outside that, nothing else much important been going on. Just taking it easy.
I understand. Well, that stuff you cannot be avoided. You gotta have to do it that way. That's the way it is. Okay. We're talking about pizza on the Friday Night Fun Net tonight. I'm asking everybody what is your favorite topping like on your pizza, and where do you usually go for your pizza?
Honestly, Jimmy, when it comes to Freeport here, I don't think there's a good pizza place in Freeport, really. We do get one in Freeport. We usually go and get them at Joe's Pizza downtown. But usually when we want pizza, we go to Rockford over on Riverside Boulevard in a place called Green Fire. It's a really, really good place to go. They got wood fire pizza. And they got a bunch of stuff over there, but they do have pizza. And we always get caramelized onions, Italian sausage with this, not the round things they put on there. They actually cook the sausage and cut it slices of it and put it on your pizza. We get that, caramelized onions and sun-dried tomatoes. I tell you what, never had a wood-fired pizza. Hopefully someday you get to try it because they're delicious.
Okay, sounds good there, Bob. Thanks. Okay. I'm going to let you go. I'm going to resume the trivia segment here. I want to see if I can get another check-in before we resume. So, thanks for checking in, Bob. Sorry to hear about your dog. You have my deepest sympathy.
Thanks, Jimmy. He was such a good boy. You know, I mean, had him for almost 14 years, so he lived a good life, spoiled life. So, all right, have a good one. Enjoy your net there. I'll be listening for a while.
Thanks, Bob. Thanks for checking in. Any more stations would like to check in Friday Night Fun at this time before I resume the trivia segment? Please go now. Okay, here's one. What is a way to enable quick access to a favorite frequency or channel on your transceiver? A. Enable the frequency offset. B. Store it in a memory channel. C. Enable the VOX. D. Use the scan mode to select the desired frequency. What is a way to enable quick access to a favorite frequency or channel on your transceiver? A. Enable the frequency offset. B. Store it in a memory channel. C. Enable the VOX. D. Use the scan mode to select the desired frequency. Anybody have a correct answer to this question? This is K9G, the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9XD repeater in Rockford. Okay, I'm going to read the question again. What is a way to enable quick access to a favorite frequency or channel on your transceiver? A. Enable the frequency offset. B. Store it in a memory channel. C. Enable the VOX. D. Use the scan mode to select the desired frequency. Stand by hotline. This is K9G, the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9XD repeater in Rockford. That was John K9D. Do you have an Elgin? Did you hear that phone ring, folks? That's a real telephone ring, not that phony baloney cell phone ring. Okay, I'm going to read this question one more time. What is a way to enable quick access to a favorite frequency or channel on your transceiver? A. Enable the frequency offset. D. Store it in a memory channel. C. Enable the VOX. D. Use the scan mode to select the desired frequency. Anybody have the correct answer to this question?
KB9ZDD, it's going to be to store it in a memory channel. I believe it was B-Boy.
You are correct, Mike. You are correct. What is a way to enable quick access to a favorite frequency or channel on your transceiver? The correct answer is B, Bravo. Stored in a memory channel. Memories or memory channels are used to store frequencies and modes for later recall. Memories are provided so that you can quickly tune to frequently used or favorite frequencies. Handbrake license manual, page 5-5. Okay, we'll find another one here. Once again, I'm trying to avoid reading the same questions again. All right. Okay, here's one. What can you do if you are told your FM handheld or mobile transceiver is over-deviating? A. Talk louder into the microphone. B. Let the transceiver cool off. C. Change to a higher power level. D. Talk farther away from the microphone. What can you do if you are told your FM What can you do if you are told your FM handheld or mobile transceiver is over-deviating? A. Talk louder than the microphone. B. Let the transceiver cool off. C. Change to a higher power level. D. Talk farther away from the microphone. Anybody have a correct answer to this question? Okay. What can you do if you are told your FM handheld or mobile transceiver is over-deviating? The correct answer is D. Tell to talk farther away from the microphone. An over-modulated FM signal has excessive deviation and is said to be over-deviating. Over-deviation is usually caused by speaking too loudly into the microphone and may cause interference on adjacent channels. It often generates noise or distortion on voice peaks called breaking up. To reduce over-deviation, speak more softly or move the microphone farther from your mouth. Ham Radio License Manual, page 5-8. Okay. Find another one here. No, I'm not gonna read that one. I'm gonna find something else. Okay. What is a beam antenna? A. An antenna built from aluminum I-beams. B. An omnidirectional antenna invented by Clarence Beam. C. An antenna that concentrates signals in one direction. D. An antenna that reverses the phase of received signals. What is a beam antenna? A. An antenna built from aluminum I-beams. B. An omnidirectional antenna invented by Clarence Beam. C. An antenna that concentrates signals in one direction. D. An antenna that reverses the phase of received signals. Anybody have a correct answer to this question?
Well, Charlie wandered away from the radio, but I was trying to let somebody else answer that one. I think it's going to be C. Charlie, KB9ZDD.
You are correct, Mike. You are correct. What is a beam antenna? Correct answer, C. Charlie. An antenna that concentrates signals in one direction. Beam antennas are multiple elements or reflecting surfaces to focus the transmitted signal or receiving ability in a specific direction. And Radio License Manual, page 4-15. Okay. Let's find another one. Just a minute. Okay. Why should a 5 ampere fuse never be replaced with a 20 ampere fuse? A. The larger fuse would be likely to blow because it is rated for a higher current. B. The power supply ripple would greatly increase. C. Excessive current could cause a fire. D. All of these choices are correct. Why should a 5 ampere fuse never be replaced with a 20 ampere fuse? A. The larger fuse would be likely to blow because it is rated for higher current. B. The power supply ripple would greatly increase. C. Excessive current could cause a fire. D. All these choices are correct. Anybody correct answer to this question? Okay. Well, why should a 5 ampere fuse never be replaced with a 20 ampere fuse? Correct answer C, Charlie. Excessive current could cause a fire. Replacing a blown fuse with one having a higher current rating, even temporarily, could allow the fault to permanently damage the equipment or start a fire. Do not use a device with a higher current rating, even temporarily. Ham radio license manual, page 3-12. Okay, which of the following precautions should be taken when measuring high voltages with a voltmeter? A, ensure that the voltmeter has very low impedance. B, ensure that the voltmeter and leads are rated for use at the voltages to be measured. C, ensure that the current is ensure that the circuit is grounded through the voltmeter. D, ensure that the voltmeter is set to the correct frequency. Which of the following precautions should be taken when measuring high voltages with a voltmeter? A, ensure that the voltmeter has very low impedance. B, ensure that the voltmeter and the leads are rated for use at the voltages to be measured. C, ensure that the circuit is grounded through the voltmeter. D, ensure that the voltmeter is set to the correct frequency. Anybody have the correct answer to this question? Okay, which of the following precautions should be taken when measuring high voltages with a voltmeter? Correct answer is B, Bravo. Ensure that the voltmeter and leads are rated for use at the voltages to be measured. Ensure that the voltmeter and the leads are rated for use at the voltages to be measured. Ham radio license manual, page 3-4. All right. What are the toughest questions in the tech general or extra Q&A? Your tower questions, of course. You new hams, those of you who get your new ticket soon, your new licenses. Someday you're going to be involved in a tower climbing expedition. You're either going to be climbing the tower itself, or you're going to be part of the ground support crew. This next question, which I'm about to read, if you answer the question correctly, there'll be a testing session near you, might lead to your getting your license. Okay, here we go. Which of the following is good practice when installing ground wires on a tower for lightning protection? A, put a drip loop in the ground connection to prevent water damage. B, make sure all ground wire bends are at right angles. C, ensure that connections are short and direct. D, all these choices are correct. Which of the following is good practice when installing ground wires on a tower for lightning protection? A, put a drip loop in the ground connection to prevent water damage to the ground system. B, make sure all ground wire bends are at right angles. C, ensure that connections are short and direct. D, all these choices are correct. Anybody have the correct answer to this question? And you tower climbers should know the correct answer to this question by heart. Okay. Which of the following is good practice when installing ground wires on a tower for lightning protection? The correct answer is C, Charlie. Ensure that connections are short and direct. Ground connections should be as short and direct as possible. Avoid sharp bends. Ham radio license man on page 9-5. Okay, we'll do some more questions from the general portion here, but before we do, let's see if we can get any more check-ins. Any more stations wishing to check into Friday Night Fun at this time, please call now. Okay, these next questions which I'm going to be reading will be from the general class. All right. First question, which of the following is required when participating in a contest on HF frequencies? A, submit a log to the contest sponsor. B, send a QSL card to the station's work or QSL via logbook of the world. C, identify your station according to normal FCC regulations. D, all of these choices are correct. Which of the following is required when participating in a contest on HF frequencies? A, submit a log to the contest sponsor. B, send a QSL card to the station's work or QSL via logbook of the world. C, identify your station according to normal FCC regulations. D, all of these choices are correct. Anybody have correct answer to this question? Okay, which of the following is required when participating in the contest on HF frequencies? The correct answer is C, Charlie. Identify your station according to normal FCC regulations. The fast-paced style of contest operating is quite popular on HF. The rules for identifying your station still apply during these competitive events. General Class License Manual, page 2-5. Okay, those of you who work FTH know the correct answer to this question by heart. Which of the following is a common location for FTH? A, anywhere in the voice portion of the band. B, anywhere in the CW portion of the band. C, approximately 14.074 megahertz to 14.077 megahertz. D, approximately 14.110 megahertz to 14.113 megahertz. Which of the following is a common location for FTH? A, anywhere in the voice portion of the band. B, anywhere in the CW portion of the band. C, approximately 14.074 megahertz to 14.077 megahertz. D, approximately 14.110 megahertz to 14.113 megahertz. Anybody have a correct answer to this question? And those of you who work FTH know this correct answer by heart. I guess our FT8 people must not be with us tonight, so here we go. Which of the following is the common location for FT8? The correct answer is C, Charlie, approximately 14.074 megahertz to 14.077 megahertz. Digital modes such as JT65 and FT8 require transmissions to occur in precisely defined periods so the receiving systems know when to begin decoding. Utility software is available to keep your computer precisely synchronized to within 1 second of standard time. General Class License Manual, page 6-6. What factors affect the MUF? A, path, distance, and location. B, time of day and season. C, solar radiation and ionospheric disturbances. D, all of these choices are correct. What factors affect the MUF? A. Path distance and location. B. Time of day and season. C. Solar radiation and ionospheric disturbances. D. All these choices are correct. Anybody have correct answer to this question? Okay, what factors affect the MUF? A. Path distance and location. B. Time of day and season. C. Solar radiation and ionospheric disturbances. Well, the correct answer is D. Delta. All these choices are correct. Maximum usable frequency, or MUF, is the highest frequency that will provide skywave propagation between two specific locations. Different distances and directions will often result in very different MUF values. The MUF depends on conditions in the ionosphere, and those conditions will vary by time of day as well as the season of the year. The amount of solar radiation striking the ionosphere varies significantly depending on the timing of the 11-year sunspot cycle. Any solar flares, coronal mass ejections, and other disturbances on the sun can also result in ionospheric disturbances that will affect the MUF. General Class License Manual, page 8-9. Okay, at this time, do we have any more stations who'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net? Please go now.
K9ASH.
K9ASH. Good evening, Dwayne. What's going on with you?
Oh, not a whole lot. Did some yard work today and had an arborist come over and tell us that our 20-year-old tree in the front is dying, so we're going to have to cut that down. So, yeah, I guess maple trees have a tendency to choke themselves off if the roots don't like what's underneath them. So I learned a lot about that today. So other than that, not a whole lot. But it's been a good day. The weather was nice for the most part, so I got quite a bit of yard work done. That's about it for me. How's the net going so far?
The net's going great. You're checking number 20. I'm asking everybody, it's all about pizza tonight. I'm asking everybody what your favorite topping is that you like to put on pizza, and where do you go for pizza?
Well, back in the day, I was a Pizza Hut. Was probably my favorite pizza, but now I kind of like Semino's pizzas. I won't name which one, but Semino pizzas are probably my favorite right now. Cheese and black olives, my go-to right now. My kids like just plain cheese, but I like cheese and black olives, maybe some pepperoni too.
That's okay, sounds good. Well, for me, I like bacon, mushrooms, and green peppers on my pizza.
I'm not a green pepper guy, but everything else sounds good. Yeah, I'll eat pretty much anything. Anchovies, green peppers are probably what I would not put on mine, but other than that, I'll pretty much take anything.
Okay, sounds good. Dwayne, thank you for checking the Friday Night Fun Net. Enjoy your evening and enjoy your weekend. Talk to you later.
Alright, I'll be sitting down here. I'm doing some other stuff, so I'll be listening to that. K9ASH, back to net.
Okay, we'll be going for at least another half hour here, so if that sounds good. If you want to recheck in, that's fine too. Any more stations wishing to check in, please call now. Okay, continuing on with trivia. Which of the following might be useful in reducing RF interference to audio frequency circuits? A. Bypass inductor. B. Bypass capacitor. C. Forward biased diode. D, reverse bias diode. Which of the following might be useful in reducing RF interference through audio frequency circuits? A, bypass inductor. B, bypass capacitor. C, forward bias diode. D, reverse bias diode. Anybody correct answer this question? Okay, which of the following might be useful in reducing RF interference through audio frequency circuits? The correct answer is B, Bravo, bypass capacitor. I'm not going to bother reading that one. We'll move on. I think I read that one earlier. I'm not going to read it again. Find some more here. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Okay. Which of the following direct fused power connections would be the best for a 100-watt HF mobile installation? A, to the battery using heavy gauge wire. B, to the alternator or generator using heavy gauge wire. C, to the battery using insulated heavy-duty balanced transmission line. D, to the alternator or generator using insulated heavy-duty balanced transmission line. Which of the following direct fused power connections would be the best for a 100-watt HF mobile installation? A, to the battery using heavy gauge wire. B, to the alternator or generator using heavy gauge wire. C, to the battery using insulated heavy-duty balanced transmission line. D, to the alternator or generator using insulated heavy-duty balanced transmission line. Anybody have correct answer to this question?
All right, I'm back at the desk. We're going to say A alpha, KB9ZDD.
You are correct, Mike. You are correct. Which of the following direct fused power connections would be the best for a 100-watt HF mobile installation? The correct answer is A alpha, to the battery using heavy gauge wire. When you are making the power connections for your 100-watt HF radio for mobile operation, connect heavy gauge wires directly to the battery terminals. Both the leads should be at fuses placed as close to the battery as possible. The General Class License Manual, page 5-22. Let's find another one here. Okay. What is the voltage output of a transformer with a 500-turn primary and a 1500-turn secondary when 120 volts AC is applied to the primary? A, 360 volts. B, 120 volts. C, 40 volts. D, 25.5 volts. What is the voltage output of a transformer with a 500-turn primary and a 1500-turn secondary when 120 volts AC is applied to the primary? A, 360 volts. B, 120 volts. C, 40 volts. D, 25.5 volts. Anybody correct answer to this question? Okay. What is the voltage output of a transformer with a 500-turn primary and a 1500-turn secondary when 120 volts AC is applied to the primary? The correct answer is A alpha, 360 volts. The voltage in the secondary winding of a transformer is equal to the voltage in the primary winding times the turns ratio of windings in the secondary to the primary. Yeah, I'm not reading that. I'm going to skip that one. Okay. Any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun Net, please call now. Okay. What is an advantage batteries with low internal resistance? A, long life. B, high discharge current. C, high voltage. D, rapid recharge. What is an advantage batteries with low internal resistance? A, long life. B, high discharge current. C, high voltage. D, rapid recharge. Anybody correct answer this question? Okay, what is an advantage batteries with low internal resistance? Correct answer is B, Bravo. R, high discharge current. Nickel cadmium or NiCad batteries can supply large quantities of current very quickly. This makes them useful in portable power tools and radio transceivers. General class rights and manual page 4-38. Okay. Just a minute, hold on. Okay, why should wire-wound resistors not be used in RF circuits? A, the resistor's tolerance value would not be adequate. B, the resistor's inductance could make circuit performance unpredictable. C, the resistor could overheat. D, the resistor's internal capacitance would detune the circuit. Why should wire-wound resistors not be used in RF circuits? A, the resistor's tolerance would not be adequate. B, the resistor's inductance could make a circuit performance unpredictable. C, the resistor could overheat. D, the resistor's internal capacitance would detune the circuit. Anybody correct answer this question? Okay, why should wire-wound resistors not be used in RF circuits? The correct answer is B, Bravo. The resistor's inductance would make circuit performance unpredictable. And the discussion is so long, I'm not even going to bother reading it. Okay, in a Class A amplifier, what percentage of the time does the amplifying device conduct? A, 100%. B, more than 50% but less than 100%. C, 50%. D, less than 50%. In a Class A amplifier, what percentage of the time does the amplifying device conduct? A, 100%. B, more than 50% but less than 100%. D, 50%. D, less than 50%. Anybody correct answer this question? Okay, in a Class A amplifier, what percentage of the time does the amplifying device conduct? Correct answer is A, alpha, 100%. Class A amplifiers are the most linear or low signal distortion of all classes and also the least efficient. Because Class A amplifiers pass the entire sinusoidal impact cycle, they conduct 100% of the time. General class license manual, page 5-14. Okay, This is going to be the last question of the evening, if I can find it. Okay, this is the last question of the evening. Just a minute. I might have to change it here. Yeah, I think I read this question another time, so I'm going to find a different one. Okay. Just a minute. Last question. Which size of fuse or circuit breaker would be appropriate to use with a circuit that uses AWG number 14 wiring? A, 30 amperes, B, 25 amperes, C, 20 amperes, D, 15 amperes. Which size of fuse or circuit breaker would be appropriate to use with a circuit that uses AWG number 14 wiring? A, 30 amperes, B, 25 amperes, C, 20 amperes, D, 15 amperes. Anybody have got correct answer to this question? Okay. Which size of fuse or circuit breaker would be appropriate to use with a circuit that uses AWG number 14 wiring? The correct answer is D, delta, 15 amperes. AWG number 14 wiring should be protected by a 15 ampere fuse or circuit breaker. General Class Science Manual, page 9-4. That concludes Friday Night Fun Net Trivia for this week. We'll do it again next week. Do we have any more stations? I'd like to check in this time. Please go on. Okay, at this time, I'm going to give you a rundown of all the other local nets we have in the area. In about 15 minutes, at 10 o'clock, if you're able to pick up the 443.750 repeater, or better yet, tune to a 440.950 repeater in Janesville, the Chicago Night Watch net will be getting underway. They usually meet at a local establishment on Friday night, so I'm not sure what's going to happen, but tune in at 10 o'clock and find out. Don't forget the Saturday evening radio net tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. in this repeater with yours truly, Jim K9GCR being the net control station. Let's see. Let's see. Sunday evenings at 7 p.m. on the 147.375 repeater in Belvedere, you got the Big Thunder Amateur Radio Club net. At 7:30 p.m., you got the Greene County Areas Races net, which meets on the 145.110 repeater in Monroe with Scott, K9YI is net control station. Monday evenings at 7 p.m., you got the Monday Night Rah-Rah headphone net. I believe I think I was net control. Let me check my paperwork here. I think, just a minute. Now, that was Larry K9KGG was net control this past Monday, so I'll be net control this coming Monday night for the Monday Night Rah-Rah Info Net, which meets at 7 p.m. Okay, let's see. The Lee County Areas Races Net meets on the 146.970 repeater in Dixon at 8 p.m. Al K9EPZ checks in via the Echo link. By the way, excuse me, the way I understand, he's in a rehab facility. He's supposed to go home in about a couple weeks. That's the latest information I heard. Let's see. Oh yeah, the Kishwaukee Ham Trade will come. That meets at 8:30 on Monday evening on the 146.730 repeater in DeKalb. Tuesday evening, you got the Tuesday evening net, which meets at 7 p.m. in this repeater with Larry H9GO as your net control operator. At 7:30 p.m., you got the Rock County Public Service Net, which meets on the 145.450 repeater in Janesville. Tuesday evenings at 8:30 p.m. on the 147.165 repeater in Oregon, Illinois. The Ogle County Hams Net is held. That net is usually held for about 5 or 10 minutes, after which they go to 146.595 Simplex for a brief Simplex net. Then after they get done with that net, they go back to the 165 repeater for the 9 o'clock areas and Skywarn net. Wednesday evenings at 7 p.m. we have 2 nets that take place at that time. The Wednesday evening cat net is held on this repeater at 7 p.m. and I host the Stevens County Areas net also at 7 p.m. on the 147.390 repeater. The Greater Boynton Half Radio Club holds its Wednesday evening net at 7:30 p.m. on the 147.120 repeater in Beloit. And at 8 p.m. Here in Freeport, we have our Wednesday evening swap net. I was net control this past Wednesday. I have to look, but I think we had 9 check-ins. Mel, N9RPN shared it, and I shared the dues as net control operator. If need be, Ruben K9OLF will step in. And we also have the Hams Radio Newsline, 15-minute independent news broadcast of both the entire of the Hams Radio. Now, last night we had a very successful Skywarn exercise. 12 people participated. Definitely a great net. I don't know that net was recorded, so I don't know how you'll be able to hear it, but you will be able to hear it. It's a great job. Ryan and K9 MTV did a great job as a net control operator. So next Thursday at 7 p.m. will be the regular Winnebago County Skywarn training net. Also at 7 p.m. the DeKalb County Areas Group holds its weekly net on the 146.730 repeater. On HF, you got the Senile net, which meets every day, Monday through Friday, from 1400 to 1500 hours Zulu, or 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. local time, on 14.287 megahertz, 20 meters upper side bandwidth chunk. WD9BB is your net control operator. Okay, you're all caught up to date, your local net control, your local nets. Let's try that again. You're all caught up to date on your local nets. Support your local net control operators, your local nets, your local repeaters. If you're a member of Ham Radio Club, by all means support your local club. Okay, at this time, do we have any more stations? I'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun net. Without traffic, please call KHN GCR. This time I'm going to do my honorary check-ins. one of the best guys in the whole world. He does check-in every Friday night, but he listens every Friday night. Richard, N9GO in Belvedere. Please give him a call. He's dying to get rid of that 1,000 feet of coax. Area code 815-547-8686. And let him put connectors on those antennas if you want to use them. Okay. Hold on. Also, let me check then Justin. P9FEO 8300 check-in. P9FLO Dean and Roscoe 8300 check-in. K9FEO and K9FLO. Oh yes, I gotta check in. Larry, T9, TGT, the king of CW, honor. By the way, he does Morse code practice immediately following the conclusions of the Monday and Tuesday evening 7 p.m. nets. Oh yes, I gotta mention this. Sunday, May 17th, it'll be 2 weeks from this coming Sunday. The fourth annual Swap Meet and Social will take place. It'll be held at the Honolulu Border Reserve Indian Rest or wherever it's at from 9 a.m. until 12 p.m. At 12 p.m. there's going to be an incentive build. If you want information, contact Larry at lisle at I believe it's gmail.com. There's going to be no vendors, no prizes given away, no drawings, no tickets, no, just a bunch of hams getting together and socializing and getting rid of stuff. That's what it's all about. The fourth annual swap meet and social. W9KLG, okay, I've got him, Kevin, got him checked in. Who else? Let's see. Oh, I got it. EH2I. Brad. Okay, he's the brains behind the Friday Night Fun. He came up with the idea of a net back in 2008. It's been going ever since. Okay, let's see. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and put it on. No. Oh, no. Just a minute. Hold on. W9BL, 9BL, 1800 chicken. Okay, in the Robin Maringo. Okay, hold on. T9MTV, Ryan, who did a great job with the Winnebago County Skywarn exercise last night. He's checked in. Okay. Any more stations wishing to check in the Friday Night Fun net, please go now. I want to thank Rob for using the repeater. I'm going to run down the list of stations that checked in so far. Myself, K9G, Sharon, net control. 89JZ, Mike, who checked in on the hotline, is early bird hotline at check-in. N9DLB, Xavier and Freeport, check-in's early check-in. Case 92PL, Paul in Los Park, K9, KB9YBG, Dale in Rockford, and K9N. From Indianapolis, Indiana, he and his wife were on the way to Camp Lejeune to meet their son who was in the Marine Corps. KE9CNS, Doug, KC9ICH, Robert, KB9ZDD, Mike, KE9COB, Mark, KE9MAP, Kerry was live streaming and recording this net, W9JTC, N9BWM, K9YI, Scott Monroe, KB9SSV, WI9HF, KE9GYN, Chad's Better F, N4WGN, K9DDF, John the Checker on the Friday Night Fun Net hotline, K9ASH, Dwayne, and my honorary check-in, N9CO, K9FEO, K9FLO, K9KGT, W9KLG, AH2I, W9BL, K9MTV. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16 on there, regular check-ins, 2 early bird check-ins, no, and let's see, 2 hotline check-ins, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 honorary check-ins so far. Grand total of 28 check-ins so far. 8 more stations wish to check in. Please go now. Okay. I got my 5 more, my 5 Steve Secondi check-ins. Well, of course, Dave, N9DLB checked in just before the net started. Here's what I got. N9WSQ, George, our club president. N9RPN, Mel, the trustee of our 3-9 repeater. W9MSL, Winter in Freeport, lives a few blocks west of me. K9OBJ, John McConnell, and K9OLF, Reuben in Cedarville. So, Constance, 33 check-ins overall. 8 more stations in which to check in. Please go now. One moment, please. This is K9G Shar with the Friday Night Fun Net on the W9AXD repeater in Rockford. Transmitting for Friday Night Fun Net Central in Freeport. It is now 10 p.m. curfew time. Parents, you know where your children are at. Lockdown, lockdown. Winnebago County Jail is now going into lockdown. I remember Kerry K9 MAP when the Winnebago County Sheriff's Department used to be on the VHF high band analog. Every night at 10 p.m. the dispatch would radio all the corrections officers at the Winnebago County Jail. Lockdown, lockdown. Time to secure the jail, time to put the jailbirds to bed. Good night, jailbirds. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Do we have any more stations? I'd like to check in the Friday Night Fun Net. Please go now. Okay. Be sure you tell your mothers, your fathers, your sons and daughters, your brothers and sisters, your aunts and uncles, your nieces, your nephews, your grandparents, your neighbors, your in-laws, your neighbors across the street, down the street, next door. Be sure to tell your butcher, your baker, your candlestick maker. Be sure to tell the clerk behind the checkout counter at your grocery store. Be sure you tell the clerk behind the checkout counter at your convenience store. Be sure you tell your waiters, your waitresses, at your bartenders, at your friendly neighborhood bars, restaurants, taverns, or pubs. Be sure you tell the clerk behind the counter at the local post office when you go pick up your mail and mail a letter, buy stamps, or what have you. Be sure you tell your bank tellers, your cashiers, your local bank when you withdraw money, put money into the bank, you want to cash a check or what have you. If you when you go with the intention of robbing the bank, that doesn't count. Okay. Be sure you tell your priests, your ministers, your rabbis, your mullahs, your ayatollahs, or your imams. Be sure you tell the members of your local PTA or PTO. Be sure you tell your probation officer, your parole officer, your divorce lawyer. Be sure you tell your boyfriends, your girlfriends, your ex-boyfriends, your ex-girlfriends, your husbands, your wives, your ex-husbands, your ex-wives, your ex-in-laws, and of course your old ladies about Friday Night Fun Net. The more check-ins, the better than that. Make sure you have valid FCC license before you check in. Sorry, folks, but we do not take check-ins from jailbirds, jammers, potty mouths, crackheads, dopeheads, potheads, telemarketers. If you sit in the clubhouse, take a knee or clench your fist when the U.S. national anthem is being played, we don't take your check-ins. You don't back the blue, we don't take your check-ins. That's just plain old all there is to it. Well, I hope you enjoyed the Friday Night Fun Net as much as I enjoyed bringing it to you. So, everybody have a good weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Don't forget the Saturday evening ride tune net with yours truly tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. with this repeater. Okay, this is the last call for any stations who want to check the Friday Night Fun Net from anywhere in the region with route traffic. Please call K9GCR. Last call for Ratchet Jaw. Okay. Tune in again next week, same time, same repeater for another edition of Friday Night Fun. And I hope I made you hungry with all that talk about pizza. I think some pizza places are still open, so get in your car, drive over, and have your favorite pizza. Now, I think they stay open until midnight, I believe. Okay. There will be no further business. This concludes the Friday Night Fun Net for Friday, May 1st. 2026 with an unofficial count of 33 check-ins overall. I'm now going to close down this Friday, May 1st, 2026 edition of the Friday Night Fun Net and return the repeater to the frequency of normal AM radio use at 10:06 p.m. Central Daylight Time. let's see, that would be 3 hours, 6 minutes Zulu time. 7-3, everybody have a good evening. Enjoy your weekend. We'll talk to you down the line. This is K9G Sharp saying 7-3 to all. And to all, hey, good night. Talk to you later.